like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold. We don't need bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end it. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. At 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
26-yard line.
On second and 9, Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A screen to Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You ain't going nowhere. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Strip that ball.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 84 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Tyreek Hill.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Bell sheds him off. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Edwards-Helaire.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and
47.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
And the Saints first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Kamara running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On third down, here's Kamara. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left. Out called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Mahomes pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the Saints' 40-yard line.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now ball, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take it ill like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So Boy, I be hella low-key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get in the go.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete.
Winston.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They go play action. Winston rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And some room to roam now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3rd and long for Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down.
And now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the 49ers.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
But it brings up
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 43-yard line.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the out.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Number 80.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
I'm going to flip. I'm going to run you over. Check three.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Coleman has it here right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far. Designs on having a big year, on going anywhere. They've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
be
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we see Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back. To the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, 49ers.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now left side on the swing pass. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one. 30. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Coleman.
49er, first down.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
San Francisco.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3.
49ers.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
This is Coleman. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 48 yards. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on.
Buccaneers 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt.
And Winston lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Winston.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. Here's Winston. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw is Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Buccaneers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. Make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. For Kansas City.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Agnew.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 73 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
From the 36, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Mahomes hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up.
A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Harrison Butker on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
Chiefs 9, Chargers 7.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the option, here's Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They're going. That's caught inside the 20.
Yeah, baby.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Watch out for Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's the end of the first
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. And that's caught inside the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And quickly to Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards. In a row, a good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own
Patrick Mahomes. A good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. We're back now in KC.
With the score.
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Check 26, check 29.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The throw complete to Dorsett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Thomas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
49 the mic, watch 49. I'm going to come back to you.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Good.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got walked that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball, because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, Thomas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Mahomes to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
At the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we hit it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah.